After the divorce was final, I knew there were a lot of steps that I needed to take to get through that healing process. One of them was counseling, one of them was going through divorce care, and kind of trying to figure out how God was going to work through things in my life to get me to a place where I was healthy and potentially ready to date again. And so along that process, learning to be just a single mom, learning to be independent kind of on my own, and then learning to somewhat be single again. And so that was a very long process, took years to kind of get there. I know that people say you don't want to rush the healing process, as painful as it is, and I think that is so true because there's so many things that God can teach you during that time to grow you and to get you to a place where you are healthy before you're ready to enter another relationship. And so there's a lot of things that I kind of walked through during that time to be where I needed to be in a place of healing. One of the pastors that I met with early on, actually the pastor that married us, I sat down with his wife and himself at one point to talk through a lot of this process. And one of the things that they said at the end of our conversation was that they would be praying for a Boaz for me. And so it was interesting to kind of look at it from that perspective and to be praying for a future husband or guardian redeemer. In the book of Ruth, in the Bible, Ruth's husband dies, and so she goes back with her mother-in-law to her mother-in-law's native land, and at that time comes into contact with a man named Boaz, who eventually falls in love with her and redeems her in a sense. And so that's kind of what this pastor had talked about. We're going to be praying for a future Boaz for you to come in the future.